Hi, my name is Michelle Whitty. I'm with the Gourmet Cupboard, and today I wanted to talk about something that um, I saw the other day on Facebook. One of my Facebook friends posted it, and it just really offended me. Um, and I'm going to read it right now. It's from the Babylon Bee. If you know anything about the bee, you know the bee is satire. And so most of the time it's funny, and most of the time I really think it's funny. Um, but like this one particular article I thought was just completely offensive, just offensive. Um, so here's the headline: New MLM business literally just makes you sell bags of garbage to your friends. Um, If you're looking for an exciting multi level marketing business to join in order to make a little cash and show your friends what an awesome boss babe you are, look no further. While many MLM businesses struggle to come up with an interesting or useful product for their independent sales managers to sell in order to pretend they're not a pyramid scheme, new startup company Le Garbage literally just makes you sell bags of festering garbage to your friends and family. And it goes on to say, you can get started with this company for just $200, and then you can sell the bags of trash to your friends for 150. And you know and it just says it's total garbage, and we're just admitting that finally. um, and what I really found offensive about this article in particular was that they're not really talking about multi-level marketing schemes. They're talking about direct sales companies. Like multi-level marketing, you have a series of people. Like there's this one person on top, and then that one person buys in under that person, and you know but with MLMs you don't necessarily have products. With direct sales you do. Now, you have also, with most direct sales companies, you have the opportunity to buy in under people. um, but you can also just sell if you want to for a lot of these companies, so it's not like an MLM at all. I have actually been a member of a number of different direct sales companies. There are a lot of reasons for that. The first one I joined was Park Lane Jewelry. Back a long time ago. I um, quit selling that for a number of reasons. Number one is I didn't like the quality of the jewelry. I mean, there's some truth in that, the Babylon Bee article about junk. Because some of it is junk, but a lot of it's not. And we'll talk about some more later. But like the Park Lane jewelry, I have really sensitive skin. And so, like, if I don't wear like real gold or real sterling silver or whatever, my skin turns green. Um, so, with the Park Lane jewelry, I was buying rings that were turning my fingers green with, wearing them once. I was like, the earrings would turn my ears green. The necklaces would turn my neck green. So there was that issue that I didn't like. And also, the Park Lane jewelry was really expensive, I thought. And it's the problem with jewelry is that it's hard to get people to buy, because my husband calls it like too individual specific. Like people what they want. They like what they like, especially with jewelry. And something I might think is just absolutely beautiful, and like, oh, I've got to have that. Somebody else might hate, and they might be like, well, why would anybody buy that? And so that's a problem with jewelry. That's a really big problem with jewelry. I tried to sell my own jewelry for a while. Like I tried to make it and tried to sell it, and I tried to make it with like really good quality materials. And so I would have to charge people, number one, for the time I spent making it, and number two, my materials I was using. And just nobody would buy it because nobody wants to spend that kind of money on handmade jewelry. So, that was a bust too. But um, jewelry is really difficult to sell. I don't recommend selling jewelry, but there are other direct sales companies out there. The one that I had the most success with was Jewel Scent, which is jewelry, rings. Look at these rings. And candles. They have candles, they have bath bombs, they have lotion. They did have, I think they still do, and they have wax tarts, and I and a lot of it comes with little surprise rings inside, which is why I got started with Jewel Scent because I loved the product. And the rings are fabulous. I mean, these are not expensive rings, people. They say you can get a $5,000 ring or whatever. I mostly got $20 rings. Okay. I'm going to be straight up honest. Most of my rings are $20 retail value rings, but none of these rings turn my finger green. None of them. So that's pretty high quality. They did something that's amazingly high quality with these rings. So I loved the Jewel Scent product. Um, but, and excuse me, I had some success with it too for a while. But the thing is, with number one, with jewelry, um, it's hard to get people to buy. And with candles, candles are also kind of individual specific in that people like what they like, and they don't like, I mean, they don't buy candles that much, you know? Think about the last time you bought a candle. I mean, I'm pretty candle obsessed. I will buy a candle like every month or 2 or 3 or whatever, just to have around. But then you have a lot of candles sitting around, and if you don't burn them, then they just sit there and it gets a little cluttery and annoying. So a lot of people don't want to do that. A lot of people don't buy that many candles. Now the bath bombs and stuff like that are more consumable, and they're better for that. In fact, I sold more bath bombs than I did anything else with Jewel Scent. But with the bath bombs, I found that people, wouldn't really buy from me. They would go to Bath and Body Works and buy the shower gels and the candles there. And I mean, I don't understand why people do that, because it's like, oh, well, you're in direct sales, so your product's not as good. Like right out of the box, right before they even get the product and try it, they're trusting this other company that is mass producing just stuff probably from China. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't mean to insult Bath and Body Works, because I've bought some stuff from them before, but I mean, it's there's a big hurdle there with people, buying stuff from the store and not buying stuff from their friends who are trying to make a living or trying to make an extra income to help the family by doing their direct sales business. I mean, I don't understand why you wouldn't support that. Your friends, your family. I don't get it. But I had a hard time getting people interested. And so after a while, Jewel Scent had the monthly website fee. Uh-oh, cat. And it got a little expensive. It turned into a really expensive hobby. I stopped making money with it. I stopped working the business as much as I was. And that's the thing with a lot of direct sales companies and a lot of direct sellers. They will start something and give up before they really get success with it, just because it is hard. It is hard to get people interested in what you're selling, what you're doing, even if you're really passionate about it, because they have all these other messages coming at them like all the time from these big box stores or whatever. And so they choose those products over yours. And it's frustrating and it's hard and people give up. And I know I did with the Jewel Scent. I'm sorry I did, but I still kind of miss it. Because I really did love the product. And if you're interested in Jewel Scent, I do know a lady. I can hook you up with her. She's awesome. She will get you some amazing deals on Jewel Scent. So if you want to know who she is, comment on this video or send me an email, and I will try to hook you up with her. But let's see. Oh yeah, speaking of jewelry, look at these earrings. Look at these earrings. These are $5 paparazzi earrings, okay? and they didn't turn my ears green either. Yay! So I mean, there are a lot of direct sales products out there that are awesome. They're amazing. They're awesome. They're wonderful. Like here's another one. The It Works greens, chocolate greens. I use this every day. It gives me an energy boost. I don't know if it's a placebo effect or what, but I really feel better if I've had this during the day than I do when I don't. And I'm I'm a fan. I'm a believer. It works. So I don't sell that. I can hook you up with a distributor for that too if you want. So, again, comment if you're interested in trying the It Works greens for detoxing or energy or whatever, because it works. um, let's see. So, yeah, so I tried Jewel Scent for a while. And then after Jewel Scent, I went to Country Scents because they are local to me and they sold a lot of the same stuff that Jewel Scent sold that I loved. Um, but again, that's the problem. See, they had the same kind of stuff that people don't buy from independent distributors very much. Um, they buy from stores that are more well known. So Country Scents had a quota. I didn't make the quota, so I ended up, not being able to sell with them anymore. And that's just the way it works. So now I am selling with the Gourmet Cupboard, which I love so much.